Shedeur Sanders. Hope I'm saying that right. Pretty good free card, at least stat wise. We're going to see if we can win the 6-win event right now in the game. The one that's been pretty much around the whole back half of the year. And just taking a quick look at his abilities, we got protected, gift wrapped. We're paying for gift wrap. Red zone deadeye, tank, set feet lead. Not really sure if pass elite is the move. Let me know on that one. Master technician, crazy good ability. Run and gun, Truz, gunslinger, and inside deadeye because we just have extra AP. Like I said, there's a lot of good quarterbacks right now, but Shedeur Sanders, he's free, and we need coins for rookie premieres. So that's the move, and pretty much other than that, we got every ability you could possibly want. Leave comments down below if you want to know more detailed about that, but let's just see if he's good enough to win the head-to-head event. Yeah, so yesterday, actually, I was playing this mode. First time I had picked up the sticks in a minute, and like my second game in, I wasn't playing that well to begin with. Second game in, David T. He's actually, for those of you that don't know, he's an MCS pro, and he actually does ebooks and help through hotroute.tips. And he was doing the lab session because it was June 30th. And I ran into his second game back, and he just stomped me. I was attempting to use, some of the stuff he puts in his ebook. And that was a rude awakening, but neither here nor there. Just thought it was pretty funny. Got a pretty delayed reaction there. Not ideal. It's going with man coverage. We can beat up on man coverage, or at least we should be able to with different routes. Quick look at the art. Good Texas route from the quad father. He's gonna break a tackle, first down. Let's go. All right back to the cheese. You guys already know him. Best play in this whole formation. The read flat, hitting Lamar, getting out. I mean, he's 99 speed. Everyone's 99 speed, but he fought really hard, and they're actually going to give it to him. That was pretty fortunate, I can't lie. I feel like he might have been short, but we'll take it. A little bit of a mini tip here going to the next game. Look at your 0-1 traps if you have one in your favorite formation. They're usually pretty good, and especially if you motion a guy over, as I get absolutely annihilated, but typically they're a pretty good run. I highly recommend taking a look at your formation. Find a good run. There's nothing better to milk the clock than a good run, even if it's not how you're getting most of your first downs, moving the sticks, etc. Let's switch tick over there. Insane catch. Absolutely insane. Respect. Getting the quick hike game going. He kind of missed. I feel like he didn't have much. Kudos to him for not throwing something that wasn't open, but those routes were pretty much bagged up. Paper or plastic. Good read there. Good patience from him. Leaving the same defense out there. He's going to continue to quick hike me, which is totally fine. Ooh, Julius Peppers. I like his weight there. That was nice. Just absolutely flatten him. We'll tighten up our flats to 10, but other than that, he's not really beating me to any one spot in particular, so I'm just going to keep rolling. He did want to beat me at the seam streak, which is crazy, but he got it. Good dot. All right. I like calling cover 2 down here, manning up a couple guys instead of my deep zones. We got the user lurk. That's going to be huge. Actually, 2 points here would also be huge because that's how many you score with 10 yards. I mean, we got to be faster than Bo Nix, right? Oh, boy, it's going to be close. We got it. All right. Oh, that was a burner, but hey, we got it. Let's see if we can catch him napping with, you already know the play call here. You already know the play call. Let's go. Hut, 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 hut. Perfect. All right. Ooh, no broken tackle though. All right, that's all right. Here's my favorite dot out of this formation. I like it to the right side better because you can quick snap it a lot more efficiently. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a tight ball. That was a tight ball, but we got it in there. So you can stem the post if the trips is to the right side of the field, but there's a visual bug that you can't do it to the left, which is why that play is better to the incorrect side. It's always better to the right side, but I like to call it, you know, to the strong side. As we get in, another touchdown there. This time I am going to go with the RPO read flat. No shame there. I need to get two. We are up by a good amount though. We waited long enough to throw that actually became open. The thing about that play is even initially, you know, a zero, something will play it, but if you wait long enough, usually the blockers get a set a natural pick. Sit route, we're on it. We played the route bounces beautifully there. Definitely one of my better plays, just from a switch stick perspective. I didn't have to do too much. Come on, just get back, just get back. Okay, good defense. All right, we'll back our flats and our hooks up to 10. Again, just situational defense here. I know some people are anti-zone drops. I think they have a time and a place when the situation, you know, warrants them. So I lose my voice, literally dying here. All right, Jimmy Graham picked. Got in an air truck because he's heavy. Perfect. All right, game number 2. You guys already know the first play call. I have to admit, thinking about using a different tight end besides Lamar Jackson. Reason being, air trucking is so good. Oh my gosh, I had another one of those stuck for. Okay, we lost the yard, or got knocked backwards. Air trucking is so good that at this point in the year, with everyone already having secure tackler, like the tackle breaking abilities aren't as powerful as they once were. And so Lamar, while he's still good, I kind of want the fact that you can glitch out AI defenders with the air truck. So I am considering making a change. Where I'd play Lamar is yet to be. Yeah, that's is what it is. Illegal man downfield. Actually called this to the wrong way. One of my favorite dots, a little flood concept. We can quick hike this. Good catch. Nice job. Thought that was going to get knocked out. So here's what I'm talking about. To the right side, I can stem up that, basically making it into a streak. The reason why that mattered. Okay. That should have been picked and was. He was open, but through the cluster of everything, I kind of panicked. So bad read on me. There was someone that was uncovered and I didn't take my time to like actually see who's going to be open. So he was able to recover with his user. All right, defense. We still have an extra possession because we start with ball. Gosh, everyone's just quick snapping demon. Nice defense though. All right. Hey, we good. We have secure tacklers. We value those. I should have backed up my hooks for this particular play, just making a mental note there. If I switch stick, it won't hurt me. Actually, that one was in a good spot. But right here, though. Let's go 15 and let's go 20. 15 just because I don't want him to be able to throw underneath. I want him to have to throw past the sticks. I just feel like it's harder to do that. Not really worried about any seam streaks. I want to drop down, take that, take that, take that. Oh, wow. Good cover 3. That was an awesome cover 3 bomb. Both sides. All right. Nice. Okay, nice pick. Oh, could we get another one? I think we got actually angles. I think we are going to get another pick too. That was a beautiful play by Jimmy Graham. Nothing really special that I had done for the adjustment side. He just kind of got a really good break on the ball and took it away. All right, so we definitely have life though. We can score here and get a stop. We might have to deep half though. I mean, that's going to be a little bit tricky, but we got to worry about offense first. Here we go. Come on, Sanders. Get this ball out there. Good. Better. Good hit stick from him. Going with old reliable. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sent the house. Big play coming up. Go with the trusty digger whip. I'm going to do a half slide to the left to try to help pick stuff up. We got our hot read is definitely in the tight end drag. Oh, he didn't win. He did not win. We got obliterated. Okay. Oh, life. Okay. Adams just gave us life there. Good, important play. That guy did not need to make that read. Dong Daddy Duke. I don't know, man. I would have protected the ball there. You had me dead to rights. We got a little bit of life here. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek, huh? All right, here's what I'm thinking. I hope we can get outside the pocket here. Last time I tried to roll out with shedeur, it definitely didn't look pretty. It did not look pretty that time either. Okay. All right. On an all-out blitz, the move is definitely read flat. Read flat. If we get outside, we're definitely going to be in good shape. There we go. One person to meet. Come on, battle. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm throwing it anyway. I'm already telling you. I already told you I'm throwing it anyway. I did not care. I did not care one bit. Okay, here we go. Here's the play art. Good little dot there. Thankfully, we didn't fumble. I at this point of the year, I'd pretty much expect to fumble every time in that situation, but we did not, so I'm happy for that. Here comes the pressure, and that time he got me. Nice play. Okay. Ta-da-da-da. Oh, that was too flat, huh? All right, GG's. All right, shaking off the last loss. Definitely need to take care of the football a bit better. There are like no possessions in this game, and most of the people playing are pretty darn good. So you definitely can't be giving the ball up. Good dot. Actually, with a decent switch stick, we actually were able to get them to hit our KO and knock the ball out. So good start there. But yeah, the quick hiking has been absolutely insane. I can't lie. That was good defense. I don't think there was anything open. Let's go for this play. Let's go 15. Probably should have moved back to hook curls, but they've been, for what he's been putting on the field, I've been liking them. Let's go. Good defense. Definitely heating up this game. All right. Just throw everything back. You might as well. Basically, at this point, everything is a deep zone, but, you know. The seam should be booked up by the vert hooks, which is what I want. Actually, decent idea for my opponent. That was like an inverted streak. I mean, it definitely cut in and basically was supposed to attack the seam. Actually, pretty nifty on his part. Okay, let's see if shedeur can get out here. I want to see it. Okay. He looked pretty slow there, but I guess we'll take it. That was not, I don't know if anyone's picking him up because of that. Okay, we do have a zero tolerance policy. Just an FYI. I don't play Madden to talk, so if you're gonna talk, I'm gonna mute you because I'm not really that interested. I play to get away from people, not to trash talk. So if you ever play me, just know that is the zero tolerance policy. What was he? Okay. I think he had the streak there. It was kind of lazy getting back, but this guy has been absolutely struggling. So you want more? All right, he did quit out, so we are 1-0 in this run and 2-1 on the day. We did not get very far our first run, but hopefully we can keep this one going. All right, going with a little of my favorite, one of my favorite dots here. Looking, there we go. Looking to show off that Sanders is actually a usable quarterback at this time of the year. There's a lot of good options out there, but I think this guy, for being a free card, he's been serviceable so far. So I definitely think if you're trying to find some free options to save up for rookie premieres that aren't out yet but will be, that was a crazy switch stick. That was nice. I'm not gonna say he got jobbed on that one, but he did get a little bit ripped off. He's pretty much knowing every play call so far, but we're dotting him up anyway. Cheesing him away, depending on how you look at it. Another one of my favorite dots here. I would have had the corner out, but he got some good heat. Let's try that. Let's try that setup again. Not gonna blame Sanders for that. I drifted a little farther back in the pocket than what I like. So again, stem up that, put him on a flat route. That's the stuff. Yeah, that wasn't good though. All right, here we're gonna stem down that corner route one. We're gonna go up 5 times there, stem you up on a curl. She's actually gonna burn the timeout. Insane. All right, actually decently important third down here. Probably gonna switch stick to the right side than the left side onto my vert hooks. Take care of that. Flats bailed out a little quickly on me, but we'll take a 4th and 1. I am going to go kind of crazy with my flats here. I'm gonna set them to 0 and then my hooks on normal. So basically I'm gonna get aggressive, have an opportunity to get off the field here. I think he's gonna assume with the pushback corners on the outside that he's just automatically gonna have the free flats. So I'm hoping that my 0 running, sprinting literally down is just gonna bail me out. If he takes his time, makes a read like he did, beautiful. He deserves a touchdown. I did get aggressive, but I don't regret it. Just the risk I was willing to take. All right, we're gonna try to get explosive here. We're gonna test him. We're gonna test Lamar, or not Lamar. We're gonna test shedeur Sanders here. Yeah, that was just a bad pass. All right. Yeah, GG's. All right, run number 3 of the day. Things have not been going my way, but you guys are going to be seeing this anyway. I don't have any shame. I definitely am rusty. I want to play the game, and I think by posting some losses, some trials and tribulations, I think that'll only make me better, and hopefully as we turn things around, you get to see adjustments that I make, things that I do differently, things I execute better, and that'll help you guys learn. I think a big missed opportunity with Madden YouTube in general is the fact that content creators kind of have a fixed mindset where if they do post a loss, they feel like they won't get views. They're supposed to basically be immortal, and I can certainly see that point of view, but I also want to recognize, like, hey, I think there's value in showing that we all have tough games, and especially, you know, if you take an extended period of time off. That was an insane catch that he had hung on to that. So that is where I'm at. Like I said, as a little bit of a dialogue, this is my second day back on the game. Ready for rookie premieres. I want to ready for the new football games to be dropping within the next week for college football. Madden not that long after that, and I want to shake the rust off. I also want to get coins for rookie premieres because as a no money spent player, or at least minimally spent money player, if you count the deluxe as putting money into a game, that I want to be in good shape. You know, I want to at least do everything that I can to to start off the year right. All right, back on offense here. Let's see. Can we make good reads this game? Sanders, he hasn't been the problem. I've just missed some reads, been predetermining a couple. I think that's open. Good catch. Okay, Lamar. Oh, we actually didn't throw that too early. Nice. Okay, I thought I may have thrown that too early, but we take that. I think the next time you guys will see me for a gameplay, I think we're gonna start audibling over a bit more to the doubles. I think that's a really, I mean, PA snag is a beautiful play. There's some other good, obviously other good plays in that I want to start running with this just to get a different look. I've been running a lot of this trips look, and I think it's time to expand my horizons before the new game. So let me know, what are you guys running? If you guys are only running the Vanguard run meta, I mean, that probably will win you games now if you need coins, but I do think the better play is to, you know, not rely on abilities, basically, and get geared up that way. All right, here we go. Okay, one thing that is going through my head right now is as I'm kind of, you might be wondering, okay, well, why are you running Wolf? Why are you running the same stuff? You know, it's clearly not working. You know, why aren't you mixing it up more, and etc. And you're right that you know, offensively I've been pretty sluggish today, and it's kind of like when you're in a game, that's not really the time to, when you're in a game, it's time to execute your game plan going in. Like, this has been the offense that I ran, you know, for months at a very high level, and that's what I know. So now that it's kind of like a two-step process. It's like, hey, you know, I'm not going to just start calling random stuff in the middle of the game. I'm going to say, okay, this offense, based on where the current meta is, based on the current abilities in the game, is a lot worse than the last time that I had played. So I need to take that information and take a look at what I need to call next time. So that's part of the growth, right? Is like, okay, this gameplay, I'm running this. Now I'll see what I add, you know, next time. And I can already tell you, I'm definitely going to be looking at that PA snag play because I have it in my book. I know it's a good play. I might have to run different personnel if I want to like audible between the two, or I might just call it straight up. But to always have the threat of the RPO read flat, I mean, that's been my bread and butter for so long. So it's basically a good run play. I mean, it is just a good play. All right, can I get this rub? Oh, that was pretty good. That wasn't bad. Let's try that again. We'll shade down this time. I mean, he has to be able to beat stock cover 4, right? But I think I'm gonna try to switch stick out to the flat. Actually, that's really good switch stick defense. All right, you guys are seeing me improvise here on the run. I'm gonna go 5s. I'll say the last time I ran 6-1, I was not a strong switch sticker. So the fact is now I can kind of, because I've been switch sticking so much out of my Tampa 3 defense, that was not, I mean, that was good try on his part, basically. All right, we got the dub. We snuck that one out. All right, now I know I can run 6-1 against someone that wants to run the football and, you know, switch stick to my flats, because I feel like that's always the weakest part of that defense, is those flats just never get out fast enough. All right, we're actually right back into our 6-1 defense because he came out in strong, although he doesn't have an ability on his running back. But Joe Tom, whoa, wow, that was mean. That was a crazy spin by a 300+ pound offensive line. Is he going to go back to her? Is he going to go to Falale? I mean, it's got no ability. Yeah, I don't know. Could he really not fit anything on that Falale. Anyway, actually a pretty big stop. I feel like this drive, I definitely need to show you guys the arm talent of Sanders. So after this RPO, we're going to try to dial up a bomb. Now, I'll admit that just given the state of switch stick and whatnot, bombs have probably never mattered less than they do right now. But I do want to show off because this is a Sanders gameplay. I need to show this off. So let's dial up one of my favorite, pretty much anything beater bomb type plays. Usually this post route can get a lot of attention, and then okay, I had stuff open, but I did not throw it. Okay, let's get a do-over. I was definitely too focused on the tight end corner. The other corner was definitely the move. Ted Hendricks over there was just sitting wide open past. Okay, well, never mind. Just forget all of that. That was awful. Predetermining reads, not good. And it's going to be a pick six. Yikes. All right, fourth in the ball game. We have just not been hitting on all cylinders. Like I said, we will definitely be tight window, and the 6'8" cornerback got it. GG's. All right, brothers, a little bit of a rougher gameplay today, but I wanted to unfiltered, you know, I'm gonna go back and take a look at what I'm doing on offense as far as where the meta is as far as these abilities. I know I'm rusty, so 3-3. Didn't get a good run going here, but we'll be back in the next video. Honestly, this will be kind of fun. We'll be showcasing other cards, so I'm going to do the other season pass cards to start as my reviews, since they are free and I think they can be helpful for rookie premieres. But shedeur Sanders, not bad. He made every throw that I told him to. I just wasn't telling him to make the right throws. So anyway, hope you guys have a good night. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great night. See you in the next one.